Hey everybody, welcome to the Wake Up, your rundown of the entertainment, media biz, and digital platform stories to know on Wednesday, March 4th, 2020. Brought to you, as always, by the freshest Colombian coffee you can get, Devoción Coffee. In today's Wake Up, no major headlines as everyone tries to tally up just how much foreign box office money the movie business is going to lose this year due to our friend the coronavirus. But a couple of things to note, including some Jason Statham drama, Google canceling their biggest annual event, and the latest changes at South by Southwest, a reteaming of HBO executive talent that for once isn't based at Apple, and the lineup for the Tribeca Film Festival this year, which will be bringing this back for better or worse.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's really hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot.
Okay, worse. Now let's start off in showbiz. Jason Statham had a busy day yesterday, leaving both his agency, WME, and his next movie, Sony's The Man from Toronto, where he was going to co-star with Kevin Hart in the action comedy. Deadline reported that the movie was supposed to start shooting in 6 weeks to make a Thanksgiving release this year. Statham's deal wasn't completely finalized, and apparently he was thinking it was going to be an R-rated movie, but Sony was thinking, yeah, how about PG-13 for the holidays, when Jason probably said something like this.
Stupid fucking idea.
NBC is going to kick off this year's Red Nose Day on May 21st with a celebrity escape room special, according to Deadline. Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Ben Stiller, and Adam Scott will pool their cognitive powers to escape a room together, with Jack Black as their game master clue giver. It'll be followed by a 2-hour entertainment benefit special. The whole Red Nose evening is done in partnership with Comic Relief, with all proceeds going to children's poverty initiatives in the U.S. Usher is the latest name to join the Quibi lineup. He signed on to judge and executive produce a dance competition show called The Sauce. The show is hosted by online dance sensation duo Ayo and Teo, AYO and TEO. Yeah, I think that sounds right. Quibi also greenlit a series called Sex Next Door, following sex workers in Seattle, and Hot Off the Mic, with various comedians taking on recent headlines via footage sourced from comedy clubs around the country. And just gonna throw this in here, if you're a fan of The Magicians on Sci-Fi, hey, heads up, the current 5th season, airing now, will be its last. Two big names from HBO's powerhouse years in the 2000s are reteaming. Anthemopoulos is joining Chris Albrecht as a partner in his new production company, which is a co-venture with Legendary, according to Deadline. Themopoulos ran dramatic series and miniseries at HBO during most of Albrecht's tenure there. She also went on to exec produce Rome, Generation Kill, and Camelot over at Starz. And the Tribeca Film Festival announced its lineup. I'll put a link to that in today's email. This year's fest kicks off on April 15th at the Beacon Theater with a Jimmy Carter documentary and a concert. Other films of note include Hugh Jackman's HBO film Bad Education, Judd Apatow's Pete Davidson movie that's also at South by called King of Staten Island, and a Paris Hilton documentary and a DMX documentary. Sorry, I was just having some flashbacks to when I was 24 years old.
That's hot.
Over on the digital platforms, Quibi has raised an additional $350 million so far this year to bring their total funding to $1.75 billion, according to the Wall Street Journal. They're not planning any additional fundraising in the foreseeable future, but declined to name the sources of the most recent $750 million worth of funding. Quibi's launch is now just about a month away on April 7th. Add Google to the ever-growing list of companies canceling their conferences. Man, those tech companies really do love their conferences, don't they? Google is saying Control-Alt-Delete to their 3-day I/O Developers Conference in May, which is their biggest event of the year. They were expecting about 7,000 people and have held the conference every year since 2008, according to Variety. Everybody's going to get a refund on their $1,100 tickets, by the way. Wow. And companies keep pulling out of South by as speakers keep getting added. Amazon Studios, Intel, and Chinese social media app TikTok are the latest to send their regrets, but Katie Couric, RZA, Chris Evans, Hillary Clinton, and Gretchen Carlson have all RSVP'd yes as featured speakers just this week, so I guess there will be plenty of seats available at the events. Disney also canceled all of their advanced media event plans in the UK for their launch of Disney Plus on March 24th across European markets, and Fox News canceled their upfront advertiser pitch event this month. Which prompts the question, wait, Fox News does an upfront? I mean, I figured they just sent an email to that MyPillow guy and called it a day. Next up, the media biz. With layoffs at American media's celebrity news brands and Amazon partnering with the Yankees. But first, the Wake Up is brought to you by Devoción Coffee. Now, if you're having your morning cup of coffee, you may know it's freshly roasted. A lot of people print that on their bags. But what you don't know is when those coffee beans were picked off the trees. Depending upon the origin, that can be as much as 6 to 9 months. And we all know that coffee is better when it's fresh, and there's no fresher coffee you can get than Devoción Coffee. Devoción FedExes freshly picked beans from the mountains of Colombia every week to their headquarters in Brooklyn, freshly roasts them, and puts it in your coffee cup, often within just 2 weeks' time. They have 4 locations in New York, but if you live in LA, San Francisco, or anywhere, you can sign up for their subscription plan and they'll send you beans as often as you want. Every week, every 3 weeks. I'm more of a 2-week kind of guy. Whatever you need. Go to devoción.com/wakeup and get 15% off your first order. That's Devoción, DEVOCION.com/wakeup. Get 15% off on me. Well, on Devoción, but it's kind of for me. Get yours today. And now over to the media biz. American media laid off 23 people this week, according to Business Insider, mainly digital editorial staff working on their celebrity brands like Star, OK, Us Weekly, and In Touch. The New York Post additionally reports that American media's Radar Online brand in particular now seems to have few, if any, dedicated digital editorial staff left. New York Yankee fans in the New York City tri-state area will now be able to stream the 21 games a year that the Yes Network airs for free on local channel 11, WPIX, as long as the fans have Amazon Prime. Amazon took a minority investment stake in the Yankees' Yes Network last year. 2 programming notes tonight. BET's new half-hour comedy series from Lena Waithe called 20s premieres at 10 p.m. tonight. At the same time as FXX's new half-hour comedy Dave, starring Dave Bird and his YouTube phenom alter ego, Lil Dicky. Although you can now catch all of the FX and FXX shows on Hulu the day after they air, as FX on Hulu went live at the beginning of the week. And we'll finish up on a couple of music notes. Seriously, guys? Come on, music notes? Lady Gaga announced that her new album Chromatica will drop on April 10th, and Genesis is reuniting, at least in the UK. They're going to play a series of shows there in November and December, likely with Phil's son Nick on drums due to Phil's severe nerve damage. Either way, it'll be the first time the band has performed together since a concert in 2007. That's a wrap for today. You can get links to all stories featured here in our daily email. Sign up at thewakeuppod.com. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow.